Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast, Are You Garbage? I'm your host, H. Foley. Sitting to my immediate left is the fucking brains behind the operation. He's the Tony Montoya of the podcasting world. He put this whole thing together. My number one, ladies and gentlemen, gonna hit you with a little bit of business, Kevin Ryan, everybody. Kimmy, tell them what they need to know.
I'm excited and offended by that intro. Happy to be here, everybody. Real quick, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody that left reviews and shared and everything like that. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. We are going to get to the game in a minute, but first I want to introduce our guest this week. Super excited to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Ready? This guy has not only been on The Late Show once, but he's been on it twice. Once with David Letterman, once with Stephen Colbert. He's been on Conan. He's been on Last Comic Standing. This guy's got a fucking Comedy Central half hour. He's going to be on the new season of The Last OG. He's got a brand new show on Sirius called Celebrate, and went to the Combine in the NFL last year. Broke every fucking record. Told him to fucking stick it. I'm staying with comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Donnelly.
Yeah!
The big dog's in the building.
Happy to be here, fellas.
Buddy, that is a resume.
The only question is he garbage?
Am I garbage?
And I say, I've been thinking about this all morning. I say no.
Sounds like a long day for you.
Is there a
We're going to play a game. We're going to play a game.
Yeah, I know. Is there a
end.
situation where somebody turns out not to be garbage?
Yeah, for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So far in this endeavor, no. We had Mike Cannon. We had Nate McIntosh.
I saw Mike's-
Canadian garbage.
But Nate grew up as garbage, no longer garbage.
Exactly.
So like
Okay.
you can phase out of garbage, you can turn to garbage. You know
Okay.
what I mean? But like I'm not sure. I want to know what you think if you think you are, because growing on paper, you got a couple of blemishes. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing.
On paper,
He's old school Irish. You're an old school. We think we're Irish. This guy's fucking Irish.
Yeah.
I am pretty,
hold on.
but I'm,
You got Long Island.
Long Island.
That's a fucking. I mean, dude, that's red flag. Long Island. Like I understand there's nice.
Sir, we got one on the radar. This guy's from Long Island. He ain't one of us.
But
Long Island.
what about your attempt to escape where you're
Yes,
from?
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I don't think I'm not garbage anymore. I still have garbage qualities, but like growing up, we were pretty trashy.
Yeah.
I'm garbage.
He's still
I'm sneezing my hand, wipe my hand on my sweatpants garbage.
See, that's more Irish than you. You are shanty Irish.
Yeah. These are daddy people.
Wait, so let me ask you this. So
Sure, but
you're-
like blue collar as well.
Blue collar as well, yeah.
upbringing. Yeah.
My dad was a jail guard at Rikers Island. Does that?
I don't know. That's fucking badass.
Probably never used moisturizer once in his life.
Never, no, not even,
yeah.
no way.
I was
and
think-
I've only used it maybe 3 times.
And every time it felt like a lady.
I'm like, what is this, a spa day?
I gotta go to confession.
What is it, my birthday? What's going on here?
Yeah, Sean's putting lotion on now.
I had the Donnelly boys using hairspray. His mother must be so embarrassed.
Yeah, that makes sense. I come from a place where it'd be like weird to use lotion and weird to go to therapy.
Sure.
And now I do both. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't escape. Or you try to escape.
You
it,
try
I
to. I get. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I have a lot of family members and a lot of people I grew up with that just leaned the fuck into it, and they're like, this is what I am. Like, there's
Yes.
no, you know what I mean? I'm joining the fucking union. I'm getting a show house. You know, like all that shit.
I was an inch away
I
from
know.
being that dude. I was that dude, and then I kind of.
Once you find
you
comedy,
still are. I guess you can't. If you escape your background totally, I think you're kind of a piece of shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
of course.
If you cut your...
If you cut it off completely,
Oh, of course,
and you're
yeah.
one of those people that like takes
Unless
dialect
you have,
classes
like,
to get rid of your accent.
What'd you say?
whatever are you talking about,
Yeah,
Mr.
what-
Donnelly?
One of these people that just gets rid of whatever accent they have. where they're
Oh,
from,
my,
like-
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so I feel like that can if you're shaking everything from your past, you don't you
Sure.
kind of don't deserve.
That's.
to have
I don't
good
think
things
I
happening.
shook everything. I think
Unless you have like a, sorry to interrupt you, but unless you have like a sleeper's background. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, that you really.
You know what I mean? If you're fucking...
Have you ever killed a guy with a hot dog cart? Yeah, you can shoot for the stars there, pal.
Julia Roberts from Sleeping with the Enemy had a reason to fucking change her accent and move to Charleston.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Just Affleck from The Town.
Yeah.
Just Robin Banks.
Dude, I was reminded. Speaking of accents, but we were in Philly. Philly has, is known for their Philly, Long Island.
It's all the same. Yeah.
We should talk about that though. What do you think's the trashiest?
Boston's tough, but it's also it's always like the outskirts.
Staten Island is pretty garbagey.
Staten Island's tough.
And I was born
Staten
there.
Island's different than New York.
The accent, but I mean, it's like Manhattan.
Oh,
the
you mean
Manhattanites don't have the accent.
No.
You know what I mean? It's the outer But same with Philly. Like if you grew up in Center City, you don't really have that thick. It's like Northeast, Delco. It's like the surround. It's always like the the more impoverished surrounding areas.
Yeah, and that's Long Island too. The farther you go out on Long Island, the more.
Yeah.
You know what comes out?
Dude, that's another world out there sometimes.
Dude, I was out there once, and this actually makes no sense. I was at a Burger King in like Setauket or like whatever it was called, like way out
that's
east.
not the social echelon. It's not like you went to the fucking museum.
Yeah, you weren't at the plaza.
But
dude.
but what happened was the girl behind the counter had like what sounded like a southern accent. Like it was that.
Dude, it gets that thick.
It gets that thick.
I used to have it really bad. It's gotten way better since I moved up here, and I just.
What he's doing?
What he's doing later? He's going down there, like over on Street Road, 2 for 1. You call it. It's all night long.
My
you do
6-year-old
it.
niece. My 6-year-old niece will say something sometimes, and I'll literally just be like, "Ugh."
But people used to come up to me and go, "What part of the South are you from?" I used to work. Yeah, when I worked at
I get it.
Macy's in
I thought you
Center
were
City.
racist. That's
I was saying the N-word a bunch. No, people were like, "What part? Where are you from?" I'm like, "Philadelphia." They're like, "No, originally." I'm like, "No, Philadelphia." And they're like, "Oh, I thought you were from the South." It's got like a weird drawl to it.
It does have a weird drawl to it.
But this one time we were walking down the street in Philly. We were down there doing shows, and remember with the little
doing
girls
shoes.
doing shows? Yeah.
Doing shows. And
When I go
shit.
back,
Vince
it's like you
doing shoes.
start dropping your R's. You know what I mean? Hanging your A's. So we were down there, and the girl was tall. She was walking in front of us. She goes, "Hey, Mom, remember when we... Yo, Mom. It was Yo, Mom. Remember when we went to the aquarium and saw the hippo poop in the water?" And I was like, what? I was like, you need to be the mayor of Philadelphia right now. That is the fucking trap. Yo, Mom.
Yo, Mom.
Yo, Mom.
See, Long Island, if you have it, it's how you say where you're from. So, like, for me, like...
Where are you from in Long Island?
Well, no,
by the
I
way?
mean just saying Long Island.
Oh, Long
So
Island.
you say
Long
Long
Island.
Island, you
Long
say as one word, then
Long
you're from
Island.
Long Island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Philadelphia. People say Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, do they really?
Philadelphia Eagles. It's all mumbled together.
exactly. Yeah.
Eagles. The
Eagles.
I'm from Nassau County. I'm from by like...
I found this out last night. Nassau County is the nice one, right? There's Nassau.
Yes.
I was talking about this the other night with somebody. There's Nassau and Suffolk.
Yeah, but Suffolk, put it this way, Suffolk is so bad that Hamptons wants to break free from Suffolk like it's Quebec. And it's,
Trying to shake
the Hamptons wants to be their own county because of how shitty Suffolk is.
They should. I mean, they probably put all the money into it.
Well, the Suffolk cops are like the second highest paid cops in the country. or
Because
something
of
like
the
that.
Hamptons?
Because of the Hamptons, yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. So if you're like in the Hamptons, you're like either somebody from somewhere else and your family owns a house out there.
Sure.
But if you're from Suffolk, you are Suffolk.
You're
Like,
trapped. You're
Yeah, there's nice areas.
Of course.
Yeah, but like, most of the time it's like it's a thing, man. And it's also like when I go out and do the clubs out there, I'm like, this is part of me. Like you know it.
Well,
Like,
Seinfeld says
Not a
no
trap.
matter
Yes.
how big he's like it's every part of yourself you hate looking right back at you.
yes.
Not
Yeah.
attractive people.
No.
Yeah, but I also like I embrace it a little bit because I was in the brokerage once. One of the first times I like closed there, like headline there, and I was talking to the girls after it, and I was like, I am so attracted.
I know.
Oh, dude, if you go to the road sometimes and there's just like a trashy bartender, I'm like, you're everything I thought I could ever get, ever. Like you are like as of now you've gotten better. You're like, but like that's the top of the tank when if you're just like a roofer or a plumber living in Long Island.
You want to take her out of there. You want to give her.
You want to
better
get
life.
Janine or
Love
fucking
lift us
Catherine.
up
Yeah.
where we belong.
You're a Bruce Springsteen song.
Exactly. You're like, if I could get her, if I could get Jamie down there, I'd have to be behind the bar at the pub.
Oh my
That's
God.
like, if you get a hot bartender when you live in a small town, that's it.
I had a hardcore crush on the
Knock her
bartender in
up?
my neighborhood.
Oh, of course.
And she's gorgeous, and
Yeah.
she's so cool. And I like for years, my early 20s, I was like, I'm in love with you. I'm like in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I want to marry this bartender.
Dude, we always used to go to the pub. It was the pub, in our hometown after like we got out of college and stuff, and like it's like where the locals go.
Yeah.
And every like year there would be like a new fucking smoke show small town girl in there, fucking slinging you Bud Lights all night long. And every time
Wearing
I'd be
like a tight referee's uniform.
oh
whatever the fuck it was.
yeah.
God.
Hey, how
Bad.
you doing, sweetie? And you're like, oh.
You'd be like,
Just a smoke show. Tan. Probably got a kid. The whole the works.
Yeah. Got a townhouse a couple towns over.
Yeah, everything's got a green light on.
But everybody be like, they'd be like, yo, who's hooking up with you? I heard Johnny hooked up with Tina. You know what I mean? You're like, shit, fucking Johnny got it.
Those
you know
girls
what I mean?
love the assholes. You're never.
So
you're
do
the
I.
guy. If you're the guy.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
If you're the guy sitting there at the bar being all sweet, falling in love with
you're the mark.
Yeah, you're gonna see her fucking blowing some
You know,
dude.
you know
in
what
the
you
fucking
are? You're the
IROC-Z in
dude at the
back.
strip club without the lap dances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry to
again?
interrupt you, but you know what I'm
No.
saying? Like, you're the dude. It's basically the strip club dynamic without you actually getting lap dances.
Yes.
Because you're there. I knew guys like that. We used to go to this place, Croxley's.
That's garbage. Crocs. I don't know. I've never been there.
Well, it was supposed to.
I can smell
That's
it,
how
though.
you know
I
it's
can
garbage because
yeah.
it was supposed to be fancy. Like it was one of those bars.
There's
One of
trying.
the first bars in my neighborhood that had all like 100 taps or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, yeah,
And we're
yeah,
like, we
yeah.
go to the fancy bar. Like,
Yeah.
I bet
I'm
you
gonna,
their fries.
I'm gonna get a lager tonight.
I bet
So
you-
we would. Oh, sorry. We would go there, and there was dudes. I was never that with the girl that I liked there. I was never. I would go there with my friends, but there was guys that would just come to hang out with the girl.
Yeah,
bartenders,
local, like the
and
Barflies.
They almost thought they were in like.
They were in. I'm in. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
That happens there definitely, and why the only difference between that and a stripper is I shouldn't say that, but
I know.
what I'm saying.
I know. I mean, in that guy's head, he's going for the affection, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna, how's work, Tommy, or whatever," and she plays
get the
along with
tips.
to get the gauge because
Yeah. It's
about
they break
cash.
those girls off, pretty hefty. Those guys that are trying. At least I used to.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. You think you're like, she's never gotten 10 before.
Nah, that's for you, honey. That's for you.
I had a good week. Don't worry about it.
Always asking her about her kid. Hey, how's Timmy doing? Here's a 20.
Now let me ask you this: do you go back and still go to that bar?
Yeah, we will. We
And
will.
You'll see guys.
And you see the
guys
kids.
that-
It's like kids I grew up with. They're
Yes.
still in there. You know what I
This-
mean? And
this-
every time
You
you're
go in
like,
your overcoat and have like the limo waiting outside.
pull the car around, will
This is
you?
where I came from, Johnny. This is part of me. I got out and I never looked back.
But I'll still go back. Yeah, from time to time. Like if my friends are in town, I'm like, oh, let's go there to grab drinks or whatever.
I'll go there and see. You'll see a lot of different people, but then you'll see some of the same crew, like the guy who went to jail and then came. You know that kind of thing.
yeah.
I know one.
Shout
one
out
of
to
those
Vinny.
Yeah. It's like one of those
Vinny
kind of guys. But then it's also a thing where I'm like, what I did when I was like 22. Well, you probably guys probably the same thing. Like I tried to leave as quickly as possible.
Oh, I tried, yeah.
But the older I get, the more I'm like, the more I go back and I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't leave. Like it's one of those kind of things.
It's-
where
there's-
you get like
Really?
nostalgic for it. Or
For
something.
sure.
Yeah.
I also think it's like the kind of the simplicity of it. You know what I mean? Because comedy's like a hard thing, and you're constantly. It feels like you got a gun to your head all the time. And I go back and I see fucking Vinny
Yes.
just still sitting there, fucking slugging a shot of JMO and a Yingling and smoking a cig, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, if I was doing that for the past 10 years, sign me up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Nothing but screen doors and time. Fucking just chilling. I get that too. I never thought about that I was like running away. But I guess I was.
Yeah.
I think
for
I
sure.
did it like Long Island's lame. I'm moving to the city. I'm moving to New York City. It's gonna be better. But then when you get to New York City and you meet everybody from all over, first off, you meet people that are like you, like you
Sure,
guys.
yeah.
But then you meet a lot of people that like don't. Being from around here, like, and I mean all the East Coast.
The East Coast, the Northeast,
there's a
for
certain
sure.
type of person, dude. Because
Of course.
when you go on the road for comedy, I'm like, some people are just like, you talk too fast. I don't know who you are. I can't. I was in Des Moines, Iowa. I might as well have been from Mars. You know, Mars.
Yeah,
They were like,
yeah.
what the fuck is your problem?
I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
I
like,
know.
where are you
I also
from?
refer to it. I'm like, oh, that guy gets it. That guy gets it. Like I can sit there, I can talk to him. He
Yes.
gets it. He gets it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's easy. Like there's no like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Just
he gets it.
regular guys that like,
Yeah.
guys that like, put off therapy for a couple
Yeah,
of years.
a lot of emotional drinking issues, that kind of stuff. Regular guy, what'll do?
a lot of pent up shit.
Yeah, so an Irish Catholic guy with a drinking problem. Is
Exactly.
What
Yeah,
what-
pretty much.
It's really what you're pegging us for.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, this is the three of us sit around here. He's
You're like, this guy's pretty cool.
got a good head on his shoulders. He gets it.
We
This
didn't
guy
talk
gets
about our
it.
feelings once.
No, dude, it's totally fucking true.
It's just I think the older I get, the more that makes me more like would I move back to Long Island? I actually thought of that. My mom's getting older. I'm like, would I move back there? Would it be a change? Because now
I've talked about it with you.
yes,
Yeah.
This is the change of pace would be going back. because I'm so used to being in Brooklyn and in Manhattan, and I realized it's changed me for the better. I think I do believe that. Like,
For sure, yeah, of course. It opens up your eyes a little bit.
Absolutely, it gives you
Yeah,
more
yeah.
experiences. You don't realize how like narrow your thinking was before you
You
left.
have no clue.
You don't know, and then when you go back, you're like, oh. And then now I'm like, well, do I want to go back because it's comfortable? Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to. But
I understand what you mean. Yeah. It's like, it's like an early retirement a little bit. You're like, I can check out a little bit. I can check out 25% and just cruise a little bit.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I mean, if you could still maintain a solid career, if you get you're a headliner, if you get to a headliner status, I don't see anything wrong with
You
that.
can pick your. You can pick your days in the city. Hey, I'm coming in. I'm going to do. I'm in here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever. And kind of line up where you can get your work done and get the fuck out of there.
But I still have this mindset of like, I have to be doing spots every night of the week.
Sure.
But then what kind of changes when it becomes the headliner job, whatever it is. It's like, well, you don't have to. You can mix it up. You don't have to be just doing like random bar shows and whatever clubs.
Sure,
that
of
kind
course,
of thing.
of
Yeah.
course.
So like
You can pick and choose a little more.
But I'm like, if I fall off for 4 days,
Well,
I'm done. I'm
Dude,
done.
A lot of
You know,
comics
2
have that.
days.
I think even Irish Catholic. I
Ready to
think
kill myself.
it's even deeper. It's
The
like more
guilt
ingrained in
thing,
us because it's the guilt thing. It's like, dude, the guilt gets you terrible. The Catholic guilt. And then it's also like that blue collar mentality. It's like I don't think my dad ever took a vacation ever. It's like you fucking work, and if you're not working, he would like be like, yeah, fucking Johnny's on vacation. Can you fucking believe that guy? I'm like, well, okay, never take a fucking vacation, I guess. Otherwise, I'm a pussy.
we went on like 2 vacations when I was a kid. Just,
Yeah.
like Florida and like Hershey, Pennsylvania. Like,
Oh my god,
That's pretty funny. That's a question on the game I have this week. That's a question I have on the game this week.
vacation at Hershey, PA.
Well, think about it from Long Island. It's a little different. I mean, compared to.
There's no beach.
But I'm saying our perspective. There's an amusement park. I'm saying our perspective of it.
Big chocolate fans, huh?
The Donnellys love their sauce, baby. Love the syrup.
Real big Reese's family. I couldn't check it into. I stayed at a hotel in Hershey, PA.
Quit bragging. Oh, have you?
Easy,
Fucking
big shot.
Rockefeller over here. A couple of weeks ago. Went for the big convention in town.
I wanted to say about those shitty bars, though. The one thing that they do always have that's amazing, they got a fucking nice fried sampler. I'll tell you that
their
right
menus
now.
are good. Dude, a chicken finger basket
my.
from a regional pub. Forget about it.
It's fantastic.
The marinara sauce they have with those mozzarella sticks at those places, I don't know. It must have been cooking for years.
They
That's
know
the
just
gist
how
of
to
the
fry
flavor.
everything. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The guy, there's some miserable ex-con in the
Miserable
back.
fat guy
the
comes
back.
out. He's sweating. He's wiping himself off, then wipes his hands.
Complaining about the boss.
Yeah.
Fucking Charlie's got me working a double again. It's fucking cocksucker.
And he's done that
I don't
thing.
care anymore.
He's fried that food 1,000 times.
Yeah. Did you work in kitchens growing up?
No, I didn't.
Never, yeah.
No, I did not, and I kind of regret that. I don't think I'd be able to have been a server. I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
The way I used to have.
Yeah, you had a short fuse, and you take disrespect.
Yeah.
Dude. He's like,
This kid, folks, if you don't know, this kid's got an itchy trigger.
this guy's looking for a reason.
and doesn't hide it well. You see the flush get in his face? Look out!
Dude, sometimes somebody will like bump. We'll be at a bar. Sometimes somebody will bump into them, and like I'm just making this up, but like as an example. Someone will like just casually like hit his elbow or something. Goes, like I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, no problem. No, it's fine. The guy took 2 seconds. What's that guy's fucking problem? Like, my man, here we
What
go.
a psycho.
No, I have my things I get mad. You know what I
It's
get
like
mad at now?
Yeah.
I get mad at you're good. I don't like you're good.
Oh, after
When I go, so I'll say sorry, and they'll
they
go,
go,
you're
"Oh, you're
good.
good."
And a couple of times when I'm feeling myself, I'll go, yeah, no, I'm good. I just said sorry. Mm-hmm. And then I'll
That's
just
what it
yell-
is. He's gotta get that itch. He's gotta scratch that itch and get that last line.
Psycho.
Oh no, I know I'm good. You're
Yeah.
like, hi buddy, relax.
Yeah, but it's like, why'd you say that?
Of course,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Why'd you
yeah,
say
yeah.
you're good? I didn't say I'm not good. I just said,
See, that's
excuse
Jesus
me.
fucking Christ.
We get Dr.
Joe
Phil in
Pesci,
here.
take it easy, will you?
Like I never dug a hole before.
Donnelly, the kid didn't mean nothing by it. He's a little kid. Take it easy.
I thought you said you were okay, Spike.
No, I thought you said you're good, Donnelly. I'm sorry. No, you're good, Sean.
I get mad at myself if I bump into somebody or if somebody bumps into me, I instantly go, I'm sorry. Instead of saying, excuse me. I get mad at myself because I feel like a pussy. Why am I apologizing when we both bumped into each other by
Yes,
accident.
you are a
I
pussy.
I hate that. I know, I know. And if they don't say anything, yesterday I swear to God, I almost fucking beat up these 2 teenagers. I went to the
That was not going to be the conclusion of that story, but continue. There's no way you're beating up 2 of anything.
All right, I almost got beat up by 2 teenagers.
All right, better. Okay.
Well, I would get killed by teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
But still, you go down swinging. You still take a testicle or an eyeball out or something like that. You little fucker. I went to the juice place, and this kid fucking...
Got apple.
This kid gets his juice, and he drops it as soon as he gets it. Like a teenager, like an 18-year-old kid. All over the floor. Gets all over the floor. He doesn't really... He's like, shit, man. He's like, he says, my bad to the guy. I got it all over my leg. He doesn't fucking say anything to me. He doesn't say, yo, I'm sorry, man, excuse me, or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking
Idiot
out, I'm like,
kid.
as I'm walking out loudly, I'm like, this fucking pussy. And they didn't follow me out or anything.
Oh, yeah, they were real pussy.
I was ready to go.
They would have clunked your fucking head together. What are you talking about?
I don't think so, man.
Nah.
Some of these kids out in Queens, they're fucking soft. They're all skinny and soft. You don't realize how aggressive we are as full grown males.
You don't know what vibe you're giving off.
Sure. I also don't view myself. I mean, it's a common trope.
Well,
but
not
I don't
you.
view
I mean,
myself. Yeah.
normal guys.
I mean, not huge pussies, Kevin. Yeah, I don't view myself as an adult. I have to do that sometimes. I'll be like, like I am a man. I'm a man.
Yes.
Getting married, Kevin. When I say my wife, now I'm like, that's weird. I can't say.
Strange,
it.
right?
And I like wrestle with it on stage. So I'm like, my wife, and I'm like. And then I'm having this like breakdown on stage in my head. I'm
You're
like,
Borat
my
all
wife.
of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
My wife. I did that once too, where there was a whole group of teenagers, and I was walking. They were on the wrong side, and I just barreled through them.
Yeah.
And they were
But in your head,
screaming.
they're on the wrong side. So you're going, I got to make this right a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. They're on the wrong side.
And I turn around and they're screaming at me to come back, and I just waved and kept walking.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do shit.
No,
Kids get freaked out. Did you ever see like a dad go after a kid?
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
frightening. No
Sure.
matter how big the kid is, the kid's always fucking taken off guard because it's fucking some 45-year-old psycho.
I saw my
fucking
dad go
coming
after a
out.
couple of kids,
Yeah?
couple of teenagers. Yeah. He was a
Really?
lunatic. Yeah, he's a lunatic. I mean, he's a fucking full blown crazy person. I remember he goes, "You want to be a fucking?" Well, my neighbor like beat up my brother. So he was like 5 years older than him or something. Maybe my brother was like 12 or something. This kid was like 16 or 17.
And he beat up your brother.
And he like hurt. Like he
What?
did
So
something.
that's
to my,
not crazy. He was right.
I know, but to do it in like the middle of the street, like you want to be fucking tough, I'll beat up you and you fought, like screaming at the whole family.
And nothing happened, or what
No,
happened?
yeah. My dad was like the family was shitting themselves. Like, dude, he was in there, he was walking, and I remember being like, my mother's going, "Get inside, Kevin, get inside." And I'm like, oh god. And it was very, we are fucking full blown garbage. It was very
Man.
It was very Goodfellas when she goes, "Go inside."
Yeah.
And he goes across the street.
Shot in
My
Long
mo-
Island.
Well, oh,
That was in Long Island,
Long
yeah.
Island. So my mom's like, "Kevin, go inside." And my dad's just walking through the front yard. And I'm like, well, that ain't good. I know what he's doing. I'm old enough to know he's going to fuck somebody up.
See, the thing is, my dad was a really funny, friendly guy, but he was super intimidating. He almost got.
I've seen pictures. Yeah.
You've
He's
seen
like
pictures like that?
he's like a more intimidating you.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And he used to get into. I used to watch him get into fights, but it would never.
What? Really?
It would
Where?
never get into an actual fight.
Oh, but like, yeah.
But he would. But like, all right, one time he would go to OTB.
Trash. All right. Another
Donnelly,
layer of the
come on,
onion.
man.
The
I
Donnelly
got
onion.
$20 on you not being garbage. What are you doing to me? OTB. I hope that's some dermatologist center or something like that.
So yeah.
Someplace nice where you guys got.
It's oysters.
Yeah.
No, it's off track betting. And anyway, but he wasn't. But anyway, I always try to qualify. He wouldn't spend our mortgage. He would spend like
Sure,
$2.
what-
Whatever it was. But anyway, it was right next to like where the mafia spot was, like the soccer
Strategically
club.
placed.
It was right next door to the soccer club that was like all these like either wannabe mafia guys or like
Sure, yeah.
or like actually connected guys. So one day he's at the OTB. I went to go pick him up because I had his car and I was using it. And
What did he drive?
A 91 Buick LeSabre.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I inherited it. I had it after he was done with it, and it was a fantastic car. You touch the wheel and you make a right turn.
whipping work. Sean Donnelly, the high school story. Just doing donuts in the parking lot.
It was a fucking boat. It was insane.
I miss those cars.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
The big engines, and I had a Kia Rio after it, and I felt like one of my balls was gone. And I'm not like a meathead when it comes to cars, but I was
when
really like,
you're used to the big boat.
the Kia Rio. If you had
Was that the SUV?
if you had the AC on and the radio, it would go slow. The car would go slow. What'd you say? No,
that's
no.
like the little one.
The little one.
Yeah,
It's such a piece of shit car. Anyway, so he's at OTB. So my dad goes to make a bet. I walk in while he's walking back to his spot, and some like mafia dude, like whatever, one of the mafia guys took his spot, and he goes, "You're in my spot." He goes, "You're in my chair, my spot," and he goes, "Tough, fuck you," and he goes, "What, are you kidding me? Are you serious?" And then he kind of got it, like my dad kind of got into it with him, and then the guy's buddy was standing next to him. He goes, "Kick his ass, Sonny," and he goes, my dad goes, "Your name's Sonny?"
What are you gonna do, Sonny?
That's what he said. He goes, "What are you gonna do, Sonny?" And they go, "Come on, son."
That's not worth it.
It dissolved it, whatever.
Sure,
and then he got. We went to go see a movie once, and then some guy behind us was talking to the girl he was with for like, and the guy was probably in his like 40s, and my dad was probably like 50 something, and the guy was talking throughout. Movies are a big deal for me because of how me and my dad treat it. Like you don't talk at the movies, or you're a fucking asshole. And so all through the previews, the guy was talking, and then all through the credits, and I could see my dad just boiling, like just waiting for this guy to be talking during the actual movie.
Just waiting for the first dialogue, and he's
and then he goes. He just from his seat, he looks back. He goes, "Hey, can you shut up, please? Shut the fuck up." And then he goes, "You." And then the guy goes, "You shut the fuck up." And he goes, "Hey, if I knew you were gonna stand over here, if you were gonna talk, I would just move my seat." And the guy was like, fuck you," whatever it was. And the guy, my dad stands up. He's not even that big of a guy. He's like 5'9".
Yeah.
He stands up and hovers.
Was he?
over-
I thought he was like 6'9".
No,
Those photographs.
no, he looks big, right?
Yeah.
He stands up over the guy and goes, "No, fuck you!" And the guy grabs the girl and slinks away. It was weird because if you met him, you'd be like, he's a nice, funny guy.
Of course, I mean,
You got a cherry Coke in your hand and some milk.
Oh yeah.
What were you seeing? Do you remember?
I think it was
Mrs. Doubtfire or
I don't think
something?
it was like-
Something real innocent?
I don't think it was Godfather. It was probably it was some kind of But we used to go to like Lethal Weapon 2. I saw Patsy Kensin's boobs when I was like 12 years old. It was exciting. He hated crowds. Well, this is like kind of a trashy thing. So one time,
My dad too. My dad hates.
he couldn't stand it, and I was like 10 years old, and I wanted to get Chuck Taylor Converse. So he took me to Roosevelt Field Mall. He walked in. It must have been like a holiday. Sea of people, just a sea of heads. He looks at the thing. He turns bright red. He goes. He takes $20. He throws it at me. He goes, "I'll meet you in the car." I was 10 years old, and I was like terrified. I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate.
I have no idea where
purchase.
I'm going. Yeah. And I did it, but I was like,
Well, that's why I also
That's
think
too
I'm
funny.
afraid every.
That's social anxiety.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
He
And he just didn't know how to. My dad, same thing, just doesn't know how to deal with it.
Yes.
Or doesn't know what to call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm afraid every social. In my head, every outcome of a situation could end in a fight.
Oh, you really think that?
Yeah. Well, because the guy, I just watched my dad be like, "Well, this is what I'm gonna fight you now," and I'm
that
like,
was the result.
"Oh, well, I think every guy is him. Like that's the normal
me too.
guy." So I'm like,
I'm expecting
"Oh,
violence.
if I say somebody, if like somebody cuts in front of me in line, if I say something, I'm like, oh, I have to be able to fight. Like
You
I
be
have
ready
to
to
fight.
fight them.
I have to be ready to fight because
Yeah.
that's the insanity that I was fucking."
And do you
brought up
how many times did it end up being a fight?
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, in college.
I think
we
the
would
only
get drunk
fights
and
I ever
fight.
got in were like, I don't even think I saw my dad in a.
Either
I never saw him in a fight.
Either did I. Yeah.
That's
But
a traumatizing thing.
To see him in a fight.
Yeah, dude, I see those videos sometimes of like football fans getting in fights at the stands.
Oh my God.
And like some dad getting
like
kicked out of him
pulled
in
3
front of
rows
his
down or
kid.
something. Yeah.
Dude, the kid's just like, "Ah!"
Yeah, that's
Dude,
brutal.
Scarred for life.
His dad shouldn't have been a pussy. What do you want? His dad should have fucking worked the bag a little bit. You know what I mean?
Get a couple training days in there. Only fights I get into were drunk fights.
Drunk fights,
So I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
into fights anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Off the sauce.
Off the sauce.
Are you?
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah, pretty much.
That's a no.
But no.
That's an Irish yes.
Like I'm still drinking. Yeah, I'm still drinking here and there, but I haven't had beer in forever. I don't drink beer anymore.
What do you
And
have when you have a cocktail?
I'll have like it's such a weird thing. I'll have a seltzer and a shot of whiskey.
Wow.
Separate.
That's a guy trying to drown some just drown some demons.
I'm trying to write a novel.
Fucking Cuddy Stark. Cuddy Stark with a soda back. Yikes. This
Three
guy's-
cutties and a tall boys.
This guy's having a good time.
I figure I'm not drinking beer. I might as well get to the point. You know?
Holy
What's the point of bullshit? We're here for business. That was.
Man.
Did you ever see? We talk about the order in what's the movie with Casey Affleck?
Gone, baby, gone. You just did it, yeah.
Yeah, when the dad, when you know, did you ever see Gone Baby Gone?
I never saw it.
Oh my god.
It's super depressing, right? It's like insanely.
Guy who was an
No,
alcoholic for a
that's-
long time was off the sauce, and then something happens in the movie where it's like, all right, this is like fuck it time. He makes an order.
He
at a
orders
bar.
at the bar. He goes 3 cutties and a tall boy, and like you just feel. I'm like, oh, that's a great order, dude.
Probably hasn't had it in like 20 years.
He's been ordering that in his dreams for the past 20 years, and he doesn't even look at the bartender. Just puts up his hand. 3 cutties and a tall boy, and you feel the fucking alcoholic shiver in your bones.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it.
That's fantastic.
All right, let's get into the game here, gang.
Let's hop.
A little bit of that Are You Garbage.
Yeah.
All right. Sean, we're going to ask you a series of questions, okay, to
I'm
determine
excited.
whether or not you are trash. Now, as I said, I think you're not. Oh, just up the top, just a little
Sure.
pre-buffer here. Some things I bet he doesn't do. You don't eat in the subway.
No.
Oh, that's
no.
a fucking no.
You don't
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
food in the subway.
Well, what do you mean?
You get a chorizo every once in a while?
No.
Okay. I do.
I thought you meant I went to a Burger King that was in a Subway.
Oh, like
Burger
in the
It's
yeah,
actually near here. It was on third.
Yeah,
34th
34th,
Street.
yeah, Herald Square, yeah.
And that's technically in the subway station.
Sure,
so it's
yeah.
like,
It's downstairs. It's kind of nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah, little oasis in a
It's
sea,
like,
in a sea of
yeah.
people.
It's like a speakeasy for fat people.
You got to say a secret code at the door.
Is that a bit? That's a bit.
No,
It's a
I should
speakeasy
say
for
that.
fat people.
What's the password? Triglycerides. Come on in.
What's the best one? No more arteries.
No, that is a good
Is
piece of business.
Lipitor here? I'm a friend of Crestor's. Come on in.
Oh, that's good.
But I will not buy food in the subway. No.
And I imagine your mom ran a tight household. I imagine clean, tight when you were a kid.
My mom was a secret hoarder. So the
I was
main,
going to say
Wow.
secret whore.
the
I was
main-
like, Jesus
no,
Christ.
no, I would never say that. I'm Irish Catholic.
I know,
Crazy?
yeah.
I don't think you should have said that.
I know. 3 cutties and a tall boy, huh?
So we had the main part of the house was spick and span, right? But I don't know if I can even say spick and span anymore, right? That's a thing?
No, that's not bad.
Is that a racist thing?
I don't know.
Whatever. I don't know why I
Yeah.
stopped.
I'm not sure.
But
I would say
our
no.
our attic and our basement was filled with stuff.
It's so funny, man.
Yeah.
I know so many relatives that as they got older became hoarders on the low, but like not like fucking 50 dead cats and shit like that.
No, but just like holding on to things that they don't need to.
Yes.
I think it's an emotional thing. And
Yes.
my dad died.
Yeah,
my
for
dad
sure.
died a long time ago, so I think it's part.
It's
part
kind
of
of,
it.
yeah.
Because it wasn't as bad when I was younger.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Never had liquid soap growing up. I imagine you were an Irish Spring or
We
a
were
Dial
we
guy.
were dial. We were dial.
Dude, that stuff. I used it like 2 weeks ago when I was at my parents' house.
The hand soap?
Oh,
Or
no,
bar
the
soap?
bar,
fucking
the bar.
yellow bar.
The yellow
Dude,
bar.
it is. It smells great, but
Dude,
it is
yeah.
bad for your skin.
Yeah. And
Oh
and-
my god.
We were the white one. Well, Jergens? No, there was a white.
Jergens.
There was
That's
a,
fancy
Dove?
face
It's
soap.
probably Dove. You
No,
probably
it
had
wasn't Dove. It was fucking tough.
It was probably
I
white.
ended up,
Dial.
dude. After it looked like a cinder block. After it got wet a couple times, the cracks and
yeah,
shit in the
it gives
bars.
black-
Oh,
I was like
which one
brittle.
that?
I forget what it was, but it was not fucking.
We were like dial through. I think the whole time I was growing up was
Dial.
I don't think there was one
Washcloth or
deviation.
just hand?
Washcloth.
Wow.
No.
One washcloth for the family. Everybody had their own.
Oh no.
I thought he was gonna hit you.
No, but to be honest, I think it was like washcloth when I was younger, but then like it became hand when
when you get older.
When I got to my teenage, my
I know what you
formidable
mean,
years.
yeah.
What about now? You're loofah, right? The little
I'm,
scrunchie.
I'm
Oh,
yeah.
Man, where were those things? Those
I
things
still
are-
do bar, so straight to flesh.
Really? Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, I'm not sharing it with anybody.
Got a chain on in the shower.
You're Leota when they find
Yeah,
out.
Jimmy! The Lufthansa heist.
AM radio played. You got one of those AM radios in the shower.
Hanging
If
around
you had
the-
one of those things were great.
The yellow ones, the waterproof
Oh
ones.
man, a radio in the shower. Talk about getting the day started.
We had one of those. We
98.6.
definitely had one of those.
Yeah.
Fucking high class over there. What was the name of your? What was the name of which supermarket you guys go to?
King Cullen.
That sounds trashy, but that's big up here, right? We didn't have
not
them.
anymore. It
King
was
Cohen.
King Cullen. There's probably
Sounds like the big drug dealer in the neighborhood. Going to King Cullen's place, get a job.
Whenever the neighborhood needed money, we went to King
Sounds like
Cullen.
sounds like a Jewish superhero.
No, it was. I think there might have been a few of them, but it was. One
I've heard the name before a bunch. King
I think
Cullen.
it was left over from like the 50s, that kind of
Gotcha.
thing. You know. So I think it's still. Is it not King Cullen anymore? It might be a different name, but it's still
Yeah.
the place is still there.
Yeah, those companies those people do good. That family in your town that had the grocery,
Grocery store families do well for
Yes,
themselves.
and then all of a sudden, fucking 20 years, they got 12 stores. They sell to ShopRite for fucking $2.6 million. You could have fucking banged her in high school, but you didn't because she had a big nose, and now she's fucking locked up with some ice on her hand.
I feel like that's pretty detailed.
Yeah, shout out to
That
Stephanie.
happened.
Stephanie Lazada, I still love you.
Lazada, that's a good hot chick. High school. There she was, Stephanie Lazada, just as I remember her.
All right, go.
I
for
got
it,
one.
Fatty.
Here we go. Are you garbage? Sean Donnelly, our guest. That was a great talking up front. That was awesome, by the way.
Oh, cool.
It was fun times. But question for you: have you or any member of your family ever been a member of a studio audience?
I got a very similar
Yes,
one to that too.
absolutely.
Where?
This might shut down the test right now.
Wait, hold on. Hello, garbage. Yeah, Sean's here. You want to talk to him? Yeah, it's garbage for you on the phone.
Hello, garbage. I was a member of the Ricky Lake studio.
Courage! I need mustard for this sandwich. Don't they give you a sandwich and like a half a Snickers and a warm Coke?
It's not jail. I don't think.
Your dad was there.
Eat your fruit cup.
It was like me and, to be honest, it was me, we kind of went as half a goof, but we still
Sure.
went, man.
Yeah.
Your family.
No, it was me and my friends.
Oh, okay.
But you said me or a member of
Yeah,
my
you
family.
said me or remember your
True,
family.
true,
Yeah.
true,
And
I mean,
then-
that's not what they did in Hershey.
No. The rest of my family, I don't know. Maybe my sisters were in the. Yeah, my sisters probably were on some show, but I don't know what it was.
I gotta piggyback on that one. That we anyone in your family ever interviewed on the local news? That
We
is.
saw him coming out of the house there. I knew he was no good.
He ran right behind the King Cullens.
I'll tell you,
King Cullen or King
there was
Cullen?
a robbery. But here's the thing. No, but can I tell you something else?
Yeah.
When I was younger, my dad's Buick was stolen. Right? It was stolen in the OTB parking lot. To give you an
Oh
idea.
my God.
But then out of
But
nowhere.
he's fucking trash, by the way. But continue.
Yeah, right.
My dad's Buick was stolen at the OTB parking lot. Buddy, if that's not the trashiest sentence I ever heard, I don't know what the fuck
That's
is.
not getting you into Harvard. I'll tell you that right now. That comes up at the Senate confirmation hearings. You're in trouble.
So 2 weeks later, a cop shows up at our house, and he goes, "Oh, your car." My
She
mom
turned up or something?
No. He goes, "Your car was your Caprice Classic station wagon, which is the other car that we had, was stolen and used in a robbery."
What?
And they go, and my mom
that's
goes,
pretty
"No,
good.
it's the Buick." And they go, "No." And my mom looks outside.
The
and
Caprice is
was
gone?
Holy
stolen,
shit.
and it was used to rob King
A
Cullen.
Cullen! Oh, baby.
What the
We got a hot
Holy shit.
Can you believe it?
one here. Dude, that's fucking
Triple
nuts.
crown of garbage right there.
Do you believe in miracles?
I asked because I had a cousin when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl.
Right?
He went down to, I guess the game was in Miami or so. It was in Florida, so he went down to Florida to like party. You know, it was probably in his early 20s or whatever. And he liked the sauce, was a big boozer.
Yeah.
So the next morning, we're all like watching the TV coverage leading up or whatever, and and they cut to him. They cut to my cousin on like the local news. He's got a big black eye and like his fucking nose is all fucked up. And he's like, "Go Birds!" And they're like, "Sir, what happened to your face?" He's like, "You should see her." Huh? We're like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's off the sauce now, doing good. But yeah, it was. Everybody was just like, "What
Wow.
the fuck?"
That is rough. Yeah, so no.
I'm like,
the
dude, you're
answer-
making a domestic violence joke on the local news with a black eye. This guy knows no boundaries.
They just arrest him and he's on the news again.
Yeah,
for
he's on the
being
news
arrested.
again.
Yeah.
That was a joke, I swear.
No. So none of us were ever interviewed on the local news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you or any member of your family ever gone to Jamaica and come back with cornrows in your hair? You know what I'm talking about? Spring break situation.
With a couple of beads hanging.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. All right.
In my family, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever owned a slip and slide?
Yes.
Oh, that's
We
right.
own one in. Yeah.
That's a poor man's water park right there.
We never got one. We never got one. We weren't allowed to get one.
When we were in East Meadow, we had one.
East
Yeah,
Meadow.
yeah.
Woo.
And I'm pretty sure we had one that like led to like a lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? Like you slipped and you just hit a lawnmower.
Yeah, you'd hit something. Yeah, there's like rocks
there's,
under
like,
it and
something
shit.
jagged going on
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the slip and slide.
We used to do. We had a slip and slide, but no hill. But like, so you would just like kind of stop midway through. You know.
That's how we did. We didn't do a hill.
Yeah,
we just did on the flat ground.
Yeah, and you would stop halfway through.
Yeah, just
Well,
so anticlimactic.
also too the sprinkler. We'd play in the sprinkler.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no way.
That's
That's
from
pretty-
the
that's
hose.
trash. That's trash.
Just tie it to the hose and just jump through it and then
Yes.
jump back through it.
That's what we would do.
Yeah, it was the slow one, right? That would turn and go like the
Yep.
big hand and then would
Yes.
stop and come back.
Yes.
Such,
Somebody
dude,
would
that's
sit
not
on it.
fucking white trash fucking holiday. I
We
don't know
would
what
jump
it
to the
is.
sprinkler. I don't think I was happier.
I know, not a care in the world.
Not a
Dive
care
into-
in the world.
You just wanted to time it so you could get it on
Yeah.
the way back.
It was like you were going
buddy.
through dimensions.
I know. That was a good time.
But that's pretty trash.
That's like drinking from the hose. You ever drink from
Oh,
the hose?
Oh, yeah,
the spigot.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Out of the spigot.
Right out of the spigot.
It's fantastic.
Tough look. All right, go, Fatso.
What do I got here? I got a couple of questions. Sean, let me ask you something. When is the 3 liter of soda appropriate?
I would say that's an easy one. At a family party.
Anytime you having company.
An extended a communion at a first Holy Communion party,
Yeah.
or just when you
A
had
big pizza party or something.
Yeah,
they
big
were
pizza
big.
party.
They had the big mouths on them, the big top, the bigger
Oh,
mouths.
Yes,
Dude,
it-
who are you talking
it
to?
was a bigger.
He's got one on
Describing
him.
a 3 liter to me?
It was a bigger gauge
A
soda.
bigger gauge. Performance gauge,
15 gauge?
Can we also say this? The appropriate whenever Doritos were present.
There you go.
Oh, buddy.
Man, Doritos and a screaming cold Coke.
But none of the good brands ever did 3 liters, though.
Yeah, they did. Pepsi and Coke did it for
Yeah,
a
they
little
both of
while.
them did it
Really?
back in the day. Yeah.
Every time we had them, it was
Congress
like
got on them.
it was RC
just-
Cola
or
and
just
stuff.
or just cola.
Just Cola. It was like the generic brands had
You
the
knew-
big, the
Still
big,
good, though.
had the magnums as we called them.
Yes, you knew it was generic when they had 99 cents on the bottle.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
price
yeah.
was built in. They were not
yeah.
dealing with the markets.
No, there was no margins on that one. It was.
So they're not dealing with the markets.
Oh, that's great. Have
So
you ever?
you-
Oh, sorry. Go.
So no, that's my answer to that.
Yeah.
Was that the right answer or no?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's trash.
Well, I
but
mean,
it's the right
yeah. There's no. You're gonna have to, unless you say, I don't know, you went to Harvard or something. There's no way you're bouncing
Yeah,
back.
if your answer was what's a 3 liter?
Maybe.
Oh my God, kick me out of here.
Have you ever worn a No Fear T-shirt?
No,
Oh, all
Tap
right.
out? What about
I have
tap out?
tons of fear. What?
Tap out shirt? You
Nope,
ever a
never a tap
You
out
was
shirt.
too old for. You were too old for tap out at that point.
I was too over tap out. but
No Fear was big in the '90s.
Yeah, but I never wore it.
Okay, I had 1 or 2 of them. Trash. And I took pride in wearing it, baby.
Have you ever been stabbed by a parent or sibling? With anything? Pencil, something like that?
No, but my friend had. My friend, his sister tried to stab him with a fork, and I think she did it.
Jesus.
But no, I've never got stabbed by anything. No.
That's pretty good.
I didn't have. I had 2 sisters, so it's harder.
Yeah, it's a little.
For that to happen, like if I had a brother, probably something would have
Tough to
happened.
You
get
didn't
fit-
have a brother?
No,
Oh, you and your brother would have been fucking duking it out.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably
That's
be dead.
all me and
yeah.
my brother did was fight. Our
Yeah.
all growing up.
We'd be destroying each other. I mean, my sisters never fought. They would just like psychologically fuck me up.
Yeah. classic girl.
You gotta pee. They make like ocean sounds, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you
But
have
that's pretty
do you have a Zippo lighter in your family that would be considered a family heirloom?
Would it be in the will anywhere?
Because
Would it be bequeathed upon somebody?
We got my dad's Zippo from Nam.
Oh man.
Yeah, it says, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for I am the baddest.
He was a
motherfucker
Coolio
on
fan?
the
No way.
valley.
I really said, yeah.
Yeah, it says that. And then it says United States Navy.
Shout out to Dangerous Minds.
Your dad loved Michelle Pfeiffer. He's like, she's an underrated actress.
She's a good-looking bro. That Coolio ain't too bad either.
He's like, have you seen Grease 2?
Better than the first.
No, so no, not a lighter, but a wallet, dog tags, and my dad's shield from being a correctional.
Oh, that's fucking hardcore.
That's
So
some stuff.
it's
fucking.
that, but those are like actually, they're not
That's- but that's-
heirlooms.
yeah,
they're like
yeah.
more like family stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever celebrated a birthday at an Applebee's?
No, but no.
Okay.
So
That was the go-to
no,
for
but
us.
we weren't. But we would. I don't think I went to Applebee's as a kid. Like there was an Applebee's by us, but I think it came later when I was a teenager.
Yeah, we didn't. Apple. That was shit. Was.
We would go.
Dude, we went for
We
birthdays.
went to a place called the Car Stop.
We used to go. This might be worse.
Yeah.
back in the day, we would go to McDonald's. My sister had a birthday party at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
With the fucking cake with the sugar figures on
Yeah.
top.
No.
Yes.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
a birthday at McDonald's is fucking trash.
Come on.
Dude, come on.
But they used to do, and also
No, that is
Parents
fucking
smoking
garbage.
right there with the
Also-
little tinfoil ashtrays.
in
That's
between my
trash.
dad being a cop and a correction officer, he had to do odd jobs. He was a bouncer at a McDonald's on.
Holy shit. Ladies
What
and
the fuck kind
gentlemen.
of what the fuck kind of McDonald's has a bouncer?
Ladies and gentlemen, do not attempt to adjust your headphones. We have an exclusive here on Are You Garbage. Has any of you or any other family member ever been a bouncer at McDonald's? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first in podcasting. Holy shit.
I guess it was a security guard, but like he wasn't a. He didn't have,
I've never been to a
He
McDonald's
didn't
with a security
wear.
guard.
He was a security guard that didn't wear. He didn't wear a security outfit.
He plays by his own set
In
of rules.
Queens, over you can see it. It's not there anymore. But
Locks the play place. Now use can't
It's
leave.
like not Fresh Meadows, like right before. yeah, you can,
Wait, did you know when he would work? And would you be expecting McDonald's when he came home?
I think I was too young. It was when I was younger. So I think I was too little for that.
Oh God,
But he would
that's
bring
nuts.
home. He'd work overnight.
You
he'd
would have
bring
been
home.
hounding him.
Oh my God, I would
Oh,
have definitely
my
bothered.
God.
But you didn't really bug him when he came. He work. Well, he would work that in the afternoons. I think when we wouldn't bother him coming home from overnights because he'd be like cranky. That's why. Yeah. So
Stay away.
stay away from for a
Pop.
couple hours. Let him sleep.
Yeah, that's funny.
But isn't that insane? Yeah, he was
That's
like the
fucking nuts.
security guard, quote unquote. But he didn't have a fucking. He didn't have the little star thing.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
just in his regular clothes at the McDonald's. They just
Undercover.
I think they just hired him separately. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
just-
McDonald's.
yeah.
It was just the McDonald's
The guy who owned McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who owned the franchise was like, I need somebody just to
Yeah.
be posted up in here in case something happens.
It was like
Did he have a piece on him?
Springfield Boulevard. What?
Would he have a piece on him?
He might have. That might have been
What
part
do
of
you
it.
think? He's walking in there with his fucking dick in his hand? He ain't got a fucking piece on him.
If I get jammed up, I want to be able to make some action. You know what I mean?
I got a couple of quick ones, and then I got one long one. Kippy, let me hit him with these real quick.
Sure.
3 questions, Sean. Have you ever been to a Sandals?
No.
Have you or any member of your family ever gone hunting with a metal detector? Have you ever used a metal detector, Sean Donnelly? Is there a metal detector in your mother's garage right now?
No, there's not.
I owned one.
I think my buddy of mine had
Looking
one.
to strike it big, huh? Huh, loser?
Kippy the one bald man.
I went to my friend to the beach once in Long Island and used his, but it wasn't mine. So I was.
My mother
I
would
think
never go for
that
it.
might be worse. If
I
you're
got
the
one
guy,
at Radio Shack.
You're the guy. Who,
$129. That's all I ever wanted.
yeah. Oh,
I never found
I
shit.
definitely wanted one. I
never
definitely
found
wanted one.
shit. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're not gonna find anything because I don't think it's strong enough to find.
No, dude, no, not at all.
It's not like you're gonna be the next Goonie.
I remember I would like test it. I'd like put it next to like a piece of like the car or whatever,
Kippy-
and it wouldn't register.
Kippy wants to be a Goonie.
Oh, dude, of course. Who
Up there's their time. Down here's Kippy's time.
Who didn't want to be a fuck? I was
Oh,
sloth.
I wanted to be a goon.
You still do. You
Just
look like junk.
Chunk did wear this coat. Oh, I love Chunk. That pizza slice that he got, look like a nice piece of that and a strawberry milkshake. That's what he had when he saw the Fratellis for the first time. They cruised by in a really fast RV. Oh, the Fratellis are great.
You know that guy's an entertainment lawyer now.
Yeah.
His name's
Chunk.
Jeff Cohen.
He's like everybody's entertainment lawyer.
He's like-
All
Oh,
the
yes,
comics.
yes,
yeah,
yes.
and
yeah.
he's super skinny.
That's awesome. Do you currently own any fireworks?
No, I don't.
You sure?
There's not a set of M80s laying at your mom's house or anything.
No, but I was talking about my friends that would the other day how my one friend would just have fireworks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one time
That friend was trash.
he would have elephant sticks, was like half a stick of dynamite or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and he would make time bombs out of them by putting a cigarette next to it and lighting the
And then-
cigarette,
yeah, and then letting it-
walking away. And then
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It was fucking crazy.
Can call the ATF. This guy's fucking. Yikes.
Now, honestly, now
hooked up to a
if it
frog
was
or
now,
anything, was
he
it?
would be arrested. If it was
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Domestic terrorism.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Kip.
You had mentioned your family's cars. Had they ever had bumper stickers on them?
Yes, definitely.
What were they?
I don't remember. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
but they
so
definitely.
that's not a good sign, though.
No.
Any bumper sticker's never good.
No. I think it was like, to be honest, it might have been a used car that we bought that came with a bumper sticker.
And you didn't
I
take
just
it off.
left
That's
it
fucking
on.
trashy.
So it might have been like, Nixon 70s. I don't know. Whatever it is. But
Vote
but
for
I,
Ross?
I can't remember what it was, but
But you had them.
we definitely had a car.
My pop's got a couple of T-shirts that say, "If you can read this, thank a teacher. If you can read this in English, thank a veteran.
Jeez. Wow, that's
Wow.
hardcore.
Yeah, it's fucking
If you own
hard.
this, you're garbage. It should say. Yikes.
Have you or any member of your family ever gone to like a state fair or a fair or something like that and
yeah.
purchased anything that was being demonstrated at the fair?
Oh.
Like a live
Yeah.
demonstration.
Oh, yes. Well, no, yes. We used to go to Jersey Shore for
Curly cutter or something like that.
No, it was like, oh no, oh, you mean like
like
some
a
kind-
product.
Oh,
Yeah.
a product? No, but we would get like they would have like that like the swirly art, and we would get that. Like that
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
The
yeah,
what?
yeah.
It
Like
was
sand art, or like it would
Yeah,
be like
sand art.
It was on a piece of
Oh,
paper with like the spray,
Yes.
the wheel art,
Yeah,
or
the
something
wheel
it was
art.
called.
It
Yeah,
was garbage. Is what it was called. Fucking trash is what it was called.
yeah, give me $15 and go throw this out in 6 months.
When I was real little, for some reason, we went to this like state fair, and like we're expecting like a state fair, fucking
Dude, the Pennsylvania State Fair at the racetrack in Bensalem.
Maybe
is
that's where it was.
fucking second to none. I got
They got a corn dog girl there. I'm telling you,
Dude, funnel cake, and I would win knives. I would just go. I love
Win
knives.
knives?
I love knives.
Oh man,
I also did this. We used to go. We would have fairs by us, but it was all it was Italian stuff. It was all
Yeah.
through the church. We wouldn't have state fairs.
That's
we would
good
have.
stuff.
We would have like they'd have rides and stuff, and then I'd go to Jersey Shore, and they had the Kingsburg Boardwalk in Jersey Shore, which is like not great, but we would go and they had the giant slide, that giant yellow slide or whatever it was. But
with
you win.
the burlap carpet underneath.
Yes,
it?
yes, yes.
Oh, that
dude,
thing was
the
garbage.
potato sacks.
Potato sack. Yeah.
Oh man, that thing.
And
Some
then we
kid,
would.
fat kid crying, fucking can't go down it.
That was me.
Yeah, and then we win tickets, and with my tickets one time, I got fart spray at the. And it was one of the best days of my life. Up until that point.
It was May 25th.
You know what it was? It was I got fart spray and snaps.
Oh,
Snaps.
those
were best.
snaps, man.
And
Snaps
snakes.
were-
Remember snakes? You like the snakes and they'd grow?
Oh yeah.
Snakes were big
but
too.
snaps I loved. Snaps.
Loved a good
Remember you
snap.
always had a friend that would just take the snap
Yeah,
and
in
do it in
his
his
hand.
finger,
Oh.
and you're like, that kid's
That
invincible.
yeah, he's a man.
He's a man.
My dad one time we went to like some kind of state fair and it was all demonstrations and like we got like a potato thing that like swirled around. But it's classic. My dad. We go to this one thing and this guy's selling like some kind of product for the car, like to clean the car.
Yeah.
And it's like the ShamWow guy. He's got like the headset on, just like a real piece of shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just some dirtbag. He's got a crowd of fucking young families in the early '80s crowded around him, like he's a fucking miracle worker. Like, oh my god! But I remember standing next to my dad, and my dad leans over to my mom. He goes, "That's fucking bullshit." The guy hears him. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, through this fucking shitty megaphone, you hear, "What's that, sir? You say it's bullshit?"
Not today, pal.
And my dad, like, we ended up buying like 2 cases of this shit. Fucking sat in our garage for fucking 25 years. That's how good of a guy my dad was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
My dad went through a phase where he was ordering items
Off the TV?
well, no, from the Lillian Vernon catalog.
Who the
What
fuck?
the fuck is
I was
that?
a
Some
man-
girl, some lady in your neighborhood.
yeah, it was just a lady down the block. No, and he would get like little stuff, like the pillow that had a spot for the remote, like that kind
Oh,
of thing.
that thing.
And
Like
he
a-
loved it for like
Yeah,
a year.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
buying
yeah.
bullshit from this website.
Did you ever own a
Well, not
football
website,
phone?
It was a catalog. What?
Did you ever own a football phone? Or a
No.
cheeseburger phone?
No, we had a Garfield phone.
Oh, I had a Garfield phone. Garfield phone was big.
It was huge.
I might have had a Snoopy phone, I think. I think it was Snoopy.
We had a Garfield. My sister had a Garfield phone,
That's
and she
fucking
loved it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got one more, and then we got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
gotta wrap it up.
Has anyone in your family ever taken a couch or any other piece of furniture out of the trash and taken it home?
Now, what's the trash? If you're driving, see, in neighborhoods, they have, please take. You can take it.
That's trash.
nice neighborhood.
That's if it's on the curb, it's
So
trash.
this is literally a garbage question to finish.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like a patio furniture, a couch for the garage was always big in my neighborhood.
You're not talking about a yard sale.
Not a. Well, I mean, come on, yard sales are fucking trash.
What?
You're selling your shit to a bunch of other losers who can't afford to buy new shit. You're trash.
I like a nice yard sale on a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Cup of coffee.
I agree, but it's trash.
Find some old books.
I'll say this.
You're
not,
looking for cash.
Not to my knowledge. No.
No, okay.
But we would go to garage sales and yard sales all the time
Yeah.
and get stuff from there. So my dad might have grabbed something from somewhere.
Yeah, you're like driving
without
through, you
me
see
knowing.
something, you throw it in park real quick. You know.
Yeah.
Call up your uncle with a pickup. Say,
I'll tell
get
you
here
this
quick.
much.
I'm on 3rd Street.
Maybe he didn't pull the trigger, but I was definitely in the car with him where he
Backed up to take a look.
Yeah, exactly.
love it.
It's pretty trashy when you have things in your front lawn that say, like, you can have this for $200 or best offer.
OBO.
Or BO is fucking garbage.
I'll tell you another driving thing real quick, and it's not related, but it's pretty funny. I was driving in the car in the Buick with my dad once. We're in Garden City, which is like the rich town where, I went to school there, but I grew up in the town next door. And they had a gazebo where people are taking like wedding photos. And so we drive by.
Hit him with the fart spray?
No.
You smelt it, you dealt it.
Drive by, my dad.
You like to fade out on that
Fucking
one?
loses.
My dad slows down. I think he's gonna be like, "Congratulations," whatever it is. He slows down, rolls down the window with me in the car, and goes, "Sucker!" and then just keeps driving. And you would have thought
he was feeling great
prior.
that day.
He fucking lost his shit.
It was the best day of his life.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he freaked out.
That's
great.
That's a beautiful one. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because you could tell he was feeling great that day.
Oh my God, he felt fantastic. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I'm like, I'm not 40, right? I don't know. I don't get marriage jokes.
I don't get long-term relationship commitment jokes.
Yeah. I don't have a girlfriend yet.
Holy shit, gang. What an episode. Sean Donnelly, thank you so much for sitting in with us. Kippy, what kind of business we got here?
I just want to real quick give a shout out to the people that left us 5-star reviews.
Yes.
Shout out to Beast, Big Gay Ant, Spuds McGillicuddy, Kim Sue, Baseball Freak, El Stoltz, Sully, Foul Bundy, FMSBK, Noro, Lenny Penny, Scroobs, JMF, Slappy O'Pappy, Court Can't Win, and Gutter Sloth.
Wow.
Also, if you have any questions for the game you want us to ask, you can email rugarbage@gmail.com.
Yes.
Or hit us up on any social media.
And play along at home. If you answered yes to any of the questions that we asked Sean today, you're
fucking trash.
You're trash. And that's okay because we're all trash. And I'll tell you what, I didn't think Sean Donnelly was trash.
But he is.
But he's garbage.
Oh, man.
And we're all garbage.
Can
and
we say I'm refuse?
Yes. He's bouncing back. He was trash.
We love you guys. Please hit the subscribe button on YouTube, okay? Subscribe to us on iTunes. If you have Androids, Kippy, where can they find the
Google
podcast?
Play. It's on anything. Google Play, iHeartRadio,
And you
Stitcher.
can subscribe on all that stuff.
Laughable.
Subscribe to everything, please. Give us a rate. Give us a review. Give us a 5-star. And, Kippy, we'll read your names in the podcast. And we appreciate you guys. And keep supporting us. Keep watching. Are You Garbage? Sean Donnelly, thank you so much.
Anything to plug? Plug away.
Yeah, I have a podcast called Defend Your Movie and a radio show on Sirius called Celebrate every Wednesday at 4 on Channel 99.
Perfect.
Kip?
Check out Donnelly. Just check me out, Kevin Ryan Comedy, on all social media and KevinRyanComedy.com.
Very nice. Good stuff. Congratulations on the show, by the way. It's a new show.
Yes, it is.
Celebrate. Good stuff. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.
See ya. Ooh, thanks,
I
Shawnee.
didn't rush the plugs.
Was that?
I didn't rush the plugs, did I?
No, yeah. It's always
Damn, I feel like a fucking sweat in my balls.
I think it's hot in here.
Yeah.